Hi guys. Well, finally, I'm still not centered. I keep moving the camera thinking I need to center myself, so I'm moving my phone, called the camera. I'm moving, actually it's not high enough. Hold on. Okay, that may be better. I have you on the table on a juice box, leaning up against a straw, which is diagonal, which, let's see, I gotta still kind of fix it. But I'm still, you see how you fell? I'm still, I guess I have to move me. I don't know. I kept moving the phone back and forth and like, why am I not getting centered? But I should center me. So, what I thought I'd talk about, since everything's been so gloomy with me and my awful experience of my disaster from having a tooth extracted. Okay, so let's talk about Friday the 13th. Do any of you have superstitions about it? Do you not do things like if a black cat crosses your path, you think you got the next how many years of bad luck or day or whatever? Or if you break a mirror, I personally have the break a mirror thing all year round. If I break a mirror, I believe I have 7 years of bad luck, and literally it happened to me. I don't remember when, but it happened, and there was 7 years of just horribleness. And it was during that time that one of my older sons was diagnosed with cancer. So I believe that was a lot of bad luck, and many other things went on. During that time, I was in the hospital for not being able to walk. I could do a vlog on that if you'd like me to. And by the way, before I forget, put ideas down below what you'd like us to do vlogs on, Polly and me, or just me or Polly, or write down some questions. There's someone, I forgot to put her name, but I'll say her name when I do. She has some questions because I asked for some ideas. So she gave me some questions, which I'm going to do. I'm planning to like a mommy Monday, mommy moment, something like that. Just kind of question things. And also, I'm veering off. Sorry, that's what I do sometimes. I want to know. I also wanted to start another channel. Just where I would like to, it would be more for adults, kind of, not that kind of adult, get your minds out of the gutter, but just kind of a different type of channel. So I don't know how to do it. I don't even know how to make the channel, to tell you the truth. I have no idea. One day I just had something, and I went to forward it, it said YouTube, and I put it on, and that's how our channel became. But anyhow, how would I do another channel? Would I link it with this email? Would I make another email? How would I do it? How would you even do a YouTube channel? Or would I just, no, because if I did a video and just put on YouTube, it would still go on this channel. Yes, so I need to know how to do it. So it would be a totally other channel, not changing the name of this channel, making another channel. Okay, back to Friday the 13th. So this past Friday was Friday the 13th, and I don't have superstitions. Like I say, I have a superstition all during the year with breaking a mirror. Walking on a ladder sometimes, I would say I do avoid it all the time, just for safety factor. I don't like things over my head. If I'm sleeping in a hotel room, not that I sleep in hotel rooms, but the few times I went on vacation or had a sleepover for whatever reason, I can't sleep if there's like a picture over my head. Anyhow, back to Friday the 13th. So how was your Friday the 13th? Ours was, I didn't even know it was Friday the 13th until we were, where were we? We were somewhere, and I had to write the date down. So leaving the house, most of the day I didn't know. So anyhow, how did our Friday the 13th go? Not very well. It went as if it was bad, as if it was like I was a person who, had these, oh my gosh, it's Friday the 13th. And I believe it was a full moon on Friday the 13th, which I could tell you a story. I worked in the psychiatric emergency department, so I could do a vlog on that if you'd like me to. And boy, I could tell you some stories about Friday the 13th, or a night with a full moon. So anyhow, what happened that day? I believe that was the day I got my results for my CT scan. I think it was. Where I got deeper results. So anyhow, they weren't good results. So I guess that makes Friday the 13th bad. Then Polly and I were doing some errands, and we were at a store. Actually, I took a video after, kind of split second after it happened. I was so angry, and I don't usually get angry, not as angry as I got there, but we have these Uber drivers. Uber, it's called Uber. I've even seen gift cards in the grocery store for Uber. And I remember one day Polly was saying, "Oh, look, that's an Uber." And I'm like, "What? How would you know?" And this car had like three like this size, different lights. I think it was blue, white, and blue. And I'm like, "How would you know?" Well, probably, teenagers, they see it on the internet. I don't know how he found out. He must have seen it somewhere in a video, in a vlog, someone. But anyhow, I kind of forgot. I do things really fast, and I don't pay attention. I mean, I always pay attention to what Polly says, but kind of things like that, just, compartmentalize it. Okay, that's Uber. Hopefully we never need one, whatever. I used to read about a lot of bad things happening to people who go in an Uber thing, in an Uber. So anyhow, we're crossing the, when you park and you cross the little parking area to get to the store. Why are my hands here and talking? I don't know. They are. So anyhow, we were walking, and Polly always looks out for me, so he usually grabs onto me. I don't know, maybe I've aged 20 years and I look like an old woman and he's worried. I don't know, but he does look out for me a lot. So we're crossing the street, and for this one time, I don't know, he just wasn't holding on to me. I guess he had his coat in his hand. It was a cooler night. It's been like 60, 55. Anyhow, for whatever reason, so we're crossing the street right next to each other. He's a tad ahead of me. So we're crossing. We look. He knows how to cross the street, obviously. So do I. And all of a sudden, a car from literally nowhere, I swear it just came down from the sky and almost ran Polly over. And I'm like, pull Polly back and put my hand out like, what the hell are you doing? Can you say hell? Well, I did. And the guy just continues on. So basically, Polly's here, and then the car is coming here, and I'm next to Polly, okay? So I'm like, talking with my hands quite a lot. Continues on, and then literally stops. We're here and stops here. And then I was so mad. I'm like, what are you doing? What? You almost drove over my child. What? Are you crazy? What is wrong with you? And then the guy gets out. So we cross the street at this point. Luckily for him, well, not really. I'm a lover, not a fighter. But anyhow, so I have my camera phone. Let's just call it a camera because I keep calling camera. In my hand, and I right away, first I go to take a picture of his license plate, and I put on video. So he's standing there. I'm like, what are you, stupid? You almost ran my son over. He could hear me. He was definitely in hearing distance. He just looks at me like, I'm an idiot, meaning he's an idiot. I'm like, why did you almost run my child over? So then apparently he was picking people up. I don't know how long a video I could put up on YouTube because we tried putting one up. So I might have to cut this and make this into 2 parts, just so you know. Sorry, scattered all over. It's early. So anyhow, he just stands there like, I don't think he spoke English, or I don't know what his problem was. He was being ignorant. So then the people who he was picking up goes there, and he's like pointing to me and pointing to the car. And the one guy, unloaded his cart and had a cart, and he's pointing to the car, and I'm like, wow, you're probably going to push the cart into my car. And it wasn't even my car I had that day. So I'm standing out there with my camera phone, just in case, to take a video if they do that. So anyhow, I was so mad at it. I'm just putting this right up on YouTube right now. But I thought I better not, because I don't care exposing the Uber driver, his car, his license. I really don't care, because he almost ran over Polly. But the people who were getting in, it wasn't their fault. So I won't look at it. If they're not in the picture, which I think they are, because I really wasn't like, oh, let's not get these people in the picture. I was very angry. So if they're not, I'm going to put it up there, because there is no reason for him what he did and not to say sorry. And it wasn't dark. It's not like he couldn't see him. So anyhow, that was that. So we had the news, we had that, and then, oh yeah, we were in the grocery store. We're usually, the last stop is the grocery store, or, it's later on with the grocery store. And they had frozen raspberries for $1.99, which is a really, really, my lips are really dry. They're dry, so I sound weird again. But anyhow, how many times can I say anyhow? So when I grab stuff, I never grab the first item. It's funny if Polly's always with me. When Polly's with me and I say, get that, or he knows to get that, he'll get the second item too. Like, right, pretend these two things are on the shelf going this way. I will take this item. I don't know why. I don't know. I just think because when they return stuff, they just butt it up there, and I don't know. I just figure it's better. There was another reason, I can't remember why I did it. There was a reason for such, but that's what I do. So I take it, right? And I just assume that it would be the same item. So I get up to the desk, where you put the conveyor belt, puts the stuff on. They rang up my groceries, and I always check my bill, because everyone does, because you always get ripped off. And I saw that it said strawberries, but sometimes, like when they have something off, like raspberries, underneath it will say strawberries. So I looked, and it said strawberries in both places. I'm like, well, something's wrong, and then I thought, well, maybe, the one behind it, someone put it back in the wrong spot. Oh, I hold this thought. The other reason why I do this is, and it's going to be part 2, because I'm afraid I'm getting too close to the point of where I can put something up. I should do a trial video so I know how long my videos can be. So at that point, hold the thought, hopefully I can too, about, it's got to do with expiration dates. So for now, don't forget to subscribe, like if you like it, hit the notification bell, because I've noticed in mine they go off, so you have to hit them every so often. Don't forget to share. Sharing is caring. And don't forget to pay it forward, which, by the way, I still have that video. I got to put it up about how someone paid it forward to us. So for now, bye. This is part 1. I'll continue part 2 with expiration date. Bye, guys and girls.